Alright, it's been a minute, and this wasn't the plan. The plan was to continue my Doom stream, as I'm sure you know. But if you're here with me on February 7th, you also know that PlayStation Network is down, so I can't stream directly from my PlayStation. And I'm too lazy to set it up to go through the capture card, because that's a bunch of crap, and I gotta turn off HDCP and all this other stuff, so I'm not gonna do it. Instead, I'm here with an old classic that I love, RayStorm, and probably play some Ray Crisis after this. I've done these before on Twitch. It's been about a couple of years, but really, really like these games a lot. Don't have much else to say about it than that right now, except for that there's three of them. When I did this on Twitch, I also played the first game, which is a more two-dimensional game, although it uses a lot of scaling effects and a lot of raster effects too to like create a bunch of three-dimensional looking stuff. And that was what the hell is the name of that game? Yeah, RayStorm, Ray Force. The original game is Ray Force, also known as Layer Section, which is what it's probably known as in most places, and I think that's the original Japanese name. But the European version of that is called Gunlock. However, when they released it on the Sega Saturn here in USA and North America, Sega Saturn release was Galactic Attack. So that's four names for that damn game. But anyway, it's Ray Force. That's what I call it because it goes with the other games. Ray Storm and Ray Crisis. I was going to do the PlayStation ones probably. Or maybe just this one. I'm getting a much later start than I had intended. And that is, I think it's probably, yeah, everything. Oh, you set difficulty per level. That's crazy. I'm going to leave everything default. I'm probably not going to use credits, and I probably am going to play for score, unless I somehow am unhappy with the scoring system or the way something works, in which case we'll see. Maybe I'll go back to doing it my old way. But lately I just score attack everything. And I do think the lightning ship's better, but of course I'm going to use the classic missiles first. I don't even know what auto is. Too hardcore for that shit.
August 4th, 2219.
This is a great looking PS1 game, huh? It's got a tight enough visual design to kind of cover up, the texture warping and stuff a little bit. There's also an extra mode, as you saw, which just kind of remixes this is the original arcade version. The arcade game ran on Taito's hardware that was, I can't remember what it was called, but it's the same stuff that like Psychic Force and a bunch of other shit runs on. It's basically just a PlayStation. Maybe it had a different CPU or RAM configuration, but the graphics chip was exactly the same. I think it's pretty much an arcade perfect port. I don't know if there's any notable differences. But the remix one, it it changes the color scheme around a bit, some other stuff. Yeah, this is pretty tough. Harder than I remember. That little cross shot thing is pretty fucking hard to deal with. It's funny, I have triangle to do the bomb just after the enemy detonated and it suppressed it, which is fortunate for me.
August 5th, 2219. Old Gall City.
Oh, come on. I can definitely do better than this next time. Gotta do better on that boss fight. And that means figuring out some way to handle those cross-shot things. Those where the lasers straight across or whatever. That's right. Shit. Yeah, they do give you a lot of credits in this. I'd rather just play for score. 6th. Alright. I should see if there's an autosave I can enable. This is a really cool job. It's all done in engine, which is nice. I always preferred that, even back in the day, even with these rougher graphics, I still preferred like in-engine cutscenes and things when possible, because I wanted things to have a consistent look. And that was one thing that I actually think the Nintendo 64 had kind of an advantage on. It tended to not use a lot of compressed video because that eats up a cartridge pretty fast. I mean, there's exceptions, like really crazy exceptions like Resident Evil, but for the most part, that's not how they were built. There's no autosave option though. Try the other ship and see how it goes. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I've never played with auto. I don't think that's ever been something I wanted to use.
August 4th, 2219. All
Oh yeah, so the thing that makes the lightning a little worse is that it does a little less damage, but that's, I think, but that doesn't even really matter because what's more important during the levels especially, is that after it destroys a target, if you target other shit, the same lightning shot will carry over and move to the next target. You don't have to necessarily have enough shots out. And you can get full combos that way, of course, which makes for better scoring. I've not gotten good mileage out of that. I was really worried about the stupid strafing shots, strafing lasers. This trick is to pull back. I think he's doing that.
August 2219, Old Gall City, Earth.
God damn it, I was doing so good on the first level and I just come in here and just died twice instantly. Shit. Just because I tried to get comfortable. Oh. I'm dying in the weirdest fucking ways, the weirdest spots, over the weirdest shit ever. So looks like I'm gonna make it about the exact same distance this time, with a slightly higher score, right? Because of the reason I talked about earlier with lightning. Fifth. Okay. Yeah, fifth. And I may do a run that uses all these credits up. If I do, though, I'll have to like reset it and not save. Because I don't want any kind of fucked up thing happening to the scores where some score that ends with a different digit but like is much higher gets thrown in there and pushes the other ones down. Oh, also there's extra mode to try. Of course, I'll try a lot more of the regular arcade mode first. I'm doing very poorly. And so PlayStation's down right now. Yeah, this would be game night with me and my gang right now. We'd be tearing it up on there. Usually we'd be tearing it up in real life, actually, on a board game or something. But my wife's really sick, so we had to call that off. So we were just like, oh, that's cool though. Monster Hunter beta. Let's check that out. That's gonna be rad. I was even thinking about streaming that. And yeah, can't even fucking play PlayStation. So that's just ass. It's not like they charge more for it every year, right? Oh wait, they do. Fuck them.
August 4th, 2219. All the Earth.
I don't know if I'll do a full playthrough or not. I've done a lot of those for this game. Well, maybe not with streams, but I've done at least one. I don't even know if I was able to beat it. I think it got pretty hard towards the end. I saw most of the game. And part of me says, you need to have one on YouTube. And do I? There's plenty of people playing through the whole game, I'm sure. See if we can get good at it. Or at least less bad. Out. Okay.
August 5th, 2219. Old Gall City.
I scared the shit out of myself. That's ass. Oh shit balls. Piece of fucking shit. I didn't exactly rack it up there, but I'm trying here, folks.
August 5th, 2219, Palmyra Valley, Earth.
Yeah, I was thinking about nuking that guy, and I kind of wish I had. Still, it's way better. I'll just wait until I jump into the Model 2 ship. I say way better. Instead of 5th, I got 4th. Take that. And a little better is still better. Right? That's got updated. It doesn't even have any logged in YouTube over here, but somehow it's still streaming successfully, which is just amazing. Oh man, I don't even remember my password for that shit. Sorry. Trying to find something real quick. Yeah, well, fuck. Alright, let's try that one. Turns out I don't know my passwords to anything.
August 4th, 2219. Audio preview. August 5th, 2219. Old Gaul City.
God damn it. for me. Yeah, let's try the extra mode. I think it's really an even bigger kick in the ass.
August 4th, 2219. I'll be on the Earth.
Enter battle zone at 3,000 feet. Drop to 500 feet. Attack at low altitude. Don't test it out.
Color on the screen is a lot different, but I'm not really picking up a huge difference otherwise. I don't know. Maybe if I played this a lot more, I'd notice it. Maybe it's something that affects bosses more than anything else. Who knows?
August 5th, 2219. Old Gaul City, Earth.
frustrating day, let me tell you. Frustrating day of numerous technical difficulties that are ridiculous. It was also a rather terrible round, it felt like, score-wise especially. Yeah, there are two different audio mixes, which is interesting. I don't know about all that. Oh, I didn't bump off my 7th place score. That was me playing extra. Yeah, extra was rough, for sure. But I mean, I don't know if it was any more rough or if I just had a terrible round. It just felt like the latter, really. I think that this might... Is this a 480i screen here? I think it might be. Looks slightly high res. As does this, actually. Which one did I get? I think I got 2.
August 4th, 2219. Audio Earth.
That's so shitty. I shouldn't have had to do that so early.
August 5th, 2219. Old Gall City, Earth.
shit, that was just a slip of the finger. I don't know what happened there. No. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm just fixing a login thing. Dumb shit. And getting OBS signed up and set up on all my accounts again is being just a giant pain in the ass. It's totally sucking. And finally, after all of this insane bullshit, I get a YouTube live. That's making me feel better. Man, I've had so many technical problems today. Just dumb, weird video issues that were just... That was the main thing, actually. I was getting this, like, terrible video, and I was afraid my video capture card was busted, which sucks ass, because I love this card. I mean, it's not expensive or anything. It's just, you know, yet another frustration on top of an already long day. And then, like, yeah, no PlayStation. That's a kick in the balls. Anyway, RayStorm. I'm going to use the lightning ship this time. Hopefully do a little better.
August 4th, 2219. Audio Earth.
Enter battle zone at 3,000 feet. Drop to 500 feet.
I really see I'm improving as I get more tired too. Right? Tired and frustrated. But no, I actually think that was the last thing I needed to fix, and that's very relieving. Just up. This. I have to take a little break, but I think and I was considering doing Ray Crisis tonight, and I don't think I'm gonna. It's not that I'm cutting the stream short, because I'll probably be on until about 1:30 a.m. Central, or thereabouts. You know what, I gotta take the dogs out. Yeah. I'm gonna run the dogs out, come in and play for another hour, but I think I'll stick with this, just see if I can get a little better at it. I've had some terrible, terrible attempts here in the last few. Fuck. Just got me right off with that, didn't they? Jesus. Well, that went about as poorly as possible. So that went really pretty badly, but I think we can make up for it. Scoring was good. Just life down is all.
August 5th, 2219, Old Gall City.
Oh man. How have I gotten so much worse? I guess I am just tired. Maybe I can freshen up in a break here and come back with fresh eyes. Do a little better after I've had some fresh air. Yeah, so that's the plan at least. I'm gonna take my dogs out. I'll be back in like 10 minutes or something. And play for maybe like another hour. I might need a Dr. Pepper to make it through this. Anyway, I'll be right back. Who doesn't like a blinding fade to white? It's just the best thing, isn't it? So few games make that awful mistake. Just you, RayStorm, and Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V also did it sync on the white screen, so it'd fade to white, and then at maximum white brightness, when your screen is just solid white and just bathing you in white light, then it would try to sync up, and if there was a problem, it would sit there for a few seconds, which is just great. And then you'd start the match, and your eyeballs would just be completely burned out. I have been playing a little bit of Tekken 8, and I want to get in some practice, and I'd like to stream some of that as well. I'd also probably like to stream some of the crew. That's mostly something I just play to relax, but like the crew Motorfest, it is really fun. There's always stuff to do, and I can always do online races. So. I'll probably also pick up Forza Horizon 5 when it comes out. I love that kind of stuff. Open world racers. So I have this game on 360, although I don't know if I have any means of downloading that now or anything. I have no idea. That version is upscaled, it's stretched, which I think is a terrible idea. That's their solution to widescreen, is to stretch it. Cropping it would have also sucked. They should have just kept it the same, but whatever. The newer ports and the Ray's Arcade Anthology might actually give you options for that. I know it allows you to at least just play completely original graphics, which I prefer. I like most PlayStation games just don't look better when you run them at a higher resolution. Too neat. A lot of them just straight up look worse that way. Like the low resolution kind of covers up the low model quality and low texture quality a lot of times, so and it gives it a more consistent look. Oh yeah, I mean I could absolutely play this in 4K on here, but I don't. Shit. It's like I lost all my lives all at once, again, basically. That's such a severe onslaught, though, to be fair. They just really pummel you, like, right all at once here with this boss. And I mean during it, too, but to be fair, everything's hard at this point. Well, shoot balls. Such a great intro.
August 4th, 2219. All dealings in Earth.
Enter battle zone at 3,000 feet. Drop to 500 feet. Check at low altitude. Go check it out.
I think what I was trying to say with the lightning earlier that I expressed poorly or incorrectly perhaps is that the lightning, you can continue to add new targets before it dissipates, thereby chaining the combos you didn't already have targeted. It doesn't have anything to do with how much you push the button, because you're always going to do it to send all of the shit out, but like, keep adding targets is the thing.
August 5th, 2219. Old Gaul City, Earth.
Just doing worse now, even. Worse and worse. It's alright, at least I got one good run in where I made it to the 3rd level. So maybe try some extra again. Well, let's try the other soundtrack for extra, I guess, too. Oh, this sounds like it's gonna be wild. Oh yeah. This is a whole different audio experience right here.
August 4th, 2219. Audio
Oh, this is wild. Yeah, this is great. This is a very high quality remake soundtrack. I love Taito's music. I don't know if this is from Zuntata, which is their sound team that has done so many of the great soundtracks. It might be though. Yeah, actually it probably is. This probably why it says ZT2 next. That's probably the original soundtrack, in fact, is the Zuntata ZT2, I think. And then Tans, I don't know what that is. That's what we're listening to now. It's awesome. It's really cool. I hope this doesn't get copyright flagged or whatever for having cool music. Anytime I talk about, if I spend any amount of time talking about how cool the music is, it gets flagged. I hate to think that they look for that, but who knows? We live in an AI hell now, so welcome to the shit. What about streaming Panzer Dragoon is fine. I think the only reason why I've never done that is because I've never streamed the original game, only the remake of the original game. I'm like, I don't really want to go back through the original games. I feel like I just played that. The remake's really good. I'm not saying it's like some replacement for the original game or anything, it's just really good in some way. Hopefully the sequel gets a remake. It deserves it, it's a really cool game. They're doing House of the Dead 2 next, though, so, which kind of came out of nowhere, because where the fuck is our Golden Axe? Where's the Streets of Rage? Where's the Shinobi, which looked like it was really far in development? Where's that at? Where's the Crazy Taxi games? They've sent the last interview I saw, if the translation was correct, it sounded like we're getting 2 games. I don't know how it could be that far off that I'd misinterpret that. Ooh, that garage is awful. Oh, shit. That's a very different attacks from this boss. I'm doing awesome though. Zone. Bone zone. Killed your score, dude.
August 5th, 2219, Palmyra Valley, Earth.
Oh shit. Two. No, two. Give me. No, fuck you. Definitely takes some practice to know what to do on that level. This game is very fun. Yeah, I really love these. Next to the Darius games, some of which are incredible, these are also Taito's best shooters. You know, I should do Metal Black sometime. That's a Taito shooter that's not part of one of those series. That's pretty dope. It has a kind of the same vibe as something like Darius Gaiden. You don't like Darius Gaiden, right?
August 4th, 2219, Albion DB, Earth.
Enter battle zone at 3,000 feet. Drop to 500 feet until target.
Shit. I already died on the first level, so this is going to be much worse. This is just one of the worst rounds I've ever had, right? And twice on the first level. I've done that in a minute. So yeah, I think basically all of the technical problems I had earlier could be summed up as this. I was getting a normal picture on my capture on the monitor, or on the preview window in OBS, but on my gameplay monitor on the pass-through, I was getting a green and purple picture, which is generally like some sort of HDMI color space problem, but I couldn't find any software issue. So I was like, okay, well maybe it's, and I tried like basic resets and stuff, like and God damn it, I think the capture card might be shot because no kind of resetting seems to be making a difference. Real pain in the ass. So then I decided to check just to make sure. I was pretty sure it was fine, that there's nothing crazy going on with my computer or whatever. Because the preview screen was fine. It's just the pass-through was fucked up. So I was figuring it was probably. I tried different HDMI cables and I figured, you know what? I think the HDMI port of the fucking capture card shot, which sucks ass. But let's just make sure. Let's make sure the computer's not fucked up. It's possible, right? And considering the way my days have been going, that's about what I expect. So. Connected the computer directly with HDMI and took the capture card out of the situation. Didn't even have my laptop and a stream from booted up. Just fucking running my computer. Needed to test some ROMs and stuff anyway. Just figured I'd knock that out. Just, call that the rest of my night. Probably just setting some stuff up, which I still need to spend more time on. That's a whole thing. But it gets worse. So I boot the computer up, connected directly to the TV, and the picture's completely fucked. Like, I can barely make out what's going on. It's flickering and like broken up into squares. I tried different HDMI cables and inputs. I'm panicking, thinking the computer's busted. Check all the video options as best I can on a fucked up screen. Shut everything down. And you know what? Maybe the TV's acting weird after the shitty capture card made everything go fuck all, right? So I decided to unplug the TV and plug it back in, which was a very smart idea. It's something I should have done much earlier, maybe first thing. It might have been the entire problem because my computer worked fine after that. And I was like sitting there thinking, you know what, I can swap these cables around real fast. My machines boot up real fast. Thank God we live in that age of SSDs. So let's just fire this up, see what the fuck happens again. Just to confirm the capture card is in fact busted, which is fully what I expect to see, and I'll probably have to reset my TV again after this. But no, it worked perfectly fine. So I'm thinking if the capture card just wigged out once and fucked up the TV's color space, and I should have just reset the TV and reset the capture card, and it would have been fine. Lesson learned. That's why I keep doing this shit, is so I can learn how to fix my problems a lot faster. Yeah, but it's exhausting too, the constant technical problems. I forgot what I played last as, but I'm going to start from the beginning here.
August 4th, 2219. Audio.
Enter battle zone at 3,000 feet. Drop to 500 feet.
hate it when I have these really rough rounds where I lose like 2 lives on the first level. It's just fucking kicking the dick right off. It's just like, just the round over now, you know, move on to the next one. Slide it on. If there's a quit option, I'd probably use it. Now, when there is a Saturn port of this game, not the sequel, but this game is on the Saturn. So yeah, first and second games are on the Saturn. Second and third games are on the PlayStation. But most everyone prefers the PlayStation version of this game, which is the original hardware, or more or less. And it doesn't have so much different in it. I believe that the Saturn version may also have more slowdown, done as well. It's a rough port. This is essentially the main hardware. Saturn's, is what it was ported to. I don't think it's like terrible or anything. I just don't think it's quite as good. But I'd have to look into it more. Pretty typical example of PlayStation putting out better 3D than Saturn, which is I think often the case. I mean, that's a lot of people would argue back against that. And I do think that people underestimate what the Saturn can do, for sure. But generally, I think that a lot of stuff turns out better on the PlayStation. Out of all three of that generation's consoles. The N64 can make some really clean graphics, but it's really limited on how much technology it can go. So you get games that either perform poorly or don't have much geometry or some combination of the two. Short draw distances, things covered with fog. Kind of what it became notorious for. Some games would run at 20 frames per second. It's not great at all. Very, very few games run at 60 frames per second. There is one vertical shooter on there, and maybe I'll stream it sometime. I don't know if it's very good. I think it might run at 30, which is rough. I think it might be one of the Star Soldier games or something, like Star Soldier 64.
August 4th, 2219. All units Earth.
Enter battle zone at 3,000 feet. Drop to 5 minutes. Get low altitude. Go check it out.
So yeah, like tomorrow, hopefully PlayStation will be back online. I got a lot of PlayStationing to do with some friends, which we'll probably want to get on, especially all the Monster Hunters up. Me and a friend are playing a lot of Diablo 4 right now, which has been very fun this season, I think. And but yeah, I'm gonna try and, for streaming, I'm gonna try and get back on Doom. Starting with Doom 2. I played a little bit of that off stream and was able to do better than I usually do. I really struggle with that third level, but I found a different approach to it where I'm like kind of jumping to the side. Like once you go into the pit area with the gunners and stuff, I often just ripped up. But I found if you just dive into the hole, fight the monsters down there, and take it one side at a time, and then work your way up, it's like way more manageable. And then most of the levels after that were pretty easy. I made it like well into the second act of the game.
August 5th, 2219, Old Gauls.
Sorry about that. I had something stuck in my teeth. Here we go. I think that's what's been fucking me up. Yeah, wish I could get back in the zone again.
August 4th, 2219, Albion Doom.
Enter battle zone at 3,000 feet. Drop to 5 minutes until target
solid. Alright.
August 5th, 2219.
But yeah, after I do a bunch of Doom, a whole bunch more Doom, I'll do RayStorm also. Or, I'm sorry, Ray Crisis. This is RayStorm. I'll do the sequel to this, the third game in the series, Ray Crisis. And I kind of want to do some other stuff I was kicking around. Maybe was there's a lot of stuff I'm considering here. San Francisco Rush 2049 on Sega Dreamcast. Bunch of Dreamcast stuff we play. And PS2. I've been thinking about not Dynasty Warriors, but Samurai Warriors. And pretty proud of that. Went pretty well, didn't it?
August 5th,
This level is so freaking hard though.
Valley, Earth.
Shitballs. Oh, fine. Well, shit. That was a good run. good game. It's very nearly my favorite shooter on the PS1, but the PS1's a really tough beast to nail down a favorite shooter on. I probably like G Darius better than this. And Raiden Project is really excellent as well. You know, I used to wish that we had gotten Raiden DX like really bad in the US, but like now that I have access to it, it's like kind of like Raiden Project better. I like having access to the original arcade game as well. It's really a great game. They're both great. Really awesome pros as well. So they don't format correctly in the Swan Station to the screen, and there's no real reason for me to play that version, so I just stream the arcade games instead with that. But alright, here we go. Probably will only do a couple more attempts here after this before I wrap it up. It's a very late night stream for me. It's been a weird day though. Shit. Really? Alright, I died on the first level before I even got to the boss. Ran past it.
August 5th, 2219, Old Gaul City, Earth.
Oh shit. What? I'm finding new ways to die. It's crazy. Alright. One second here. Just realized I'm on mute. I was trying to say that I get a little bit of audio stutter during that intro every time, and I don't know if it does that on real hardware. I'm still using Swan Station and RetroArt, but maybe I should switch to standalone DuckStation. It's probably better, especially for playing with plain graphics. I don't know.
August 4th, 2219. Audio Earth.
Enter battle zone at 3,000 feet. Drop to 500 meters of Jetpack at low altitude.
I've been getting more into standalone emulators lately, just because, I mean, this is a Windows PC, and there's a lot you can take advantage of there. Like, ReDream is quite a bit better than Flycast in terms of performance, quality. I don't know. You know, and now that I think about it, I've been using Pico Drive in here, which is fine. But, you know, Fusion's a really good emulator. Probably has certain advantages. I think Fusion has less input delay in 32X, which is probably a pretty big deal because I feel like those games don't feel right. So yeah, over time I'll probably install more and more custom emulators. Especially for arcade stuff, I mean, you almost have to. Arcade stuff is its own frustrating bunch of crap to mess with. But I love it, so I mess with it.
August 5th, 2219. Old Gall City.
just about burned out my lives here already. Damn. Damn it. Alright, this is the last go. Here we go. Arcade mode with the lightning.
August 4th, 2219. Audio
Oh yeah, God forbid we don't have PlayStation tomorrow, which is truly will mean that we have been forsaken. But if that happens, I guess we'll be streaming Ray Crisis Series Termination. They were definitely wanting to not make any more Ray games after that one for whatever reason. When they named it that. But it's a great game too. It's more of this. The main thing about it is it's more of this, and it's really cool. Like the graphics are even better, probably. Like, and it's perfectly smooth. And like, has a really cool, I think, like enhanced scoring system. Great stuff. But it is single player. They took out the multiplayer, so that is one huge advantage that this game and its predecessor have. The third one. I believe I already died on the first level, but I'm tired.
August 5th, 2219. Old Gall City. 2219 Palmyra Valley, Earth.
Oh shit. Hang it in there, 'cause this is... Oh shit. Oh, that was stupid of me. That was still one of my better attempts. Good one to go out on. Good in place. Not bad. That's about where I can get right now. Well into, or even up to the boss of the 3rd level. Didn't I make it to the boss? Yeah, it's a big robot. I did that like once. So that's about it for now. But tomorrow, or at the latest Sunday, probably tomorrow, I should be resuming my stream of Doom. Unless PSN is still down somehow, in which case we'll get Ray Crisis. And then after that, I don't know, but I'm leaning towards San Francisco Rush 2049. I think it's time for a racing game. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun.